Well, wouldn't you know it, as soon as I get on here and Heath gets in here, it starts buffering. Thank you very much, Heath. Well, I stopped the stream for a second and I redid the speed on it to bring it down, and hopefully it stops buffering. And I see that it's every once in a while it is still buffering. So I hope you are all still in here. Let me see what the speed is now, because Comcast sucks. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this crap. I might have to do my live streams earlier in the evening because all these old farts are on here and Comcast can't keep up with the damn demand. And let me start this rant right now. Did somebody say rant, and did somebody say Comcast sucks? You know, they are really pissing me off again. It's down to 488. Look at this crap right here. My goodness. I mean, that is a little bit better than what it was a couple of minutes ago, but that makes me sick. And I was on the phone with them last week after the stream, not last week, or the last stream that I had. And I didn't get any satisfaction out of them. I wanted to talk to a supervisor. I was on the phone for an hour, and I kept on getting this runaround. And they screwed up my bill again. They were supposed to give me a $100 credit. They gave me the credit, and then they added a $100 one-time fee on there. And they couldn't really explain it because they said it was for, if you're not... if you don't pay automatically through your bank, which I do from the very beginning, and they waived that one. So I'm still battling with them after 2 weeks of that phone call. So I still didn't get it resolved. So that is my rant for Comcast. Now let's get on with the show. Okay, I want to say hello to everybody. It's October already, and we went to a train show this weekend at D-Land, and I'm going to show you a few things that we got there, a little video of what I'm going to be putting out sometime maybe this week. I got a lot of stuff that I got to put out this week. I got other things that I've been working on, and I'll be talking about that there also. And so I want to say hello to Lawrence Eggering. I finally got to meet him after a couple of years. We've been talking through emails and on the phone, and I kept on missing him every time I went to D-Land, but finally got to see him this time. So, hello, how you doing? Good to finally meet you. So let me say hello to everybody here. Let's see if we can find everybody. Us America Model Railroading, Artie, how you doing? Carolina Foothills Railroad, D Knight, okay, BNSF, Dave Enscale, David Wasser, Dragon Lover, how you doing? 68, Dwight Curley, Frank, Steeler Fan, 820, Humanity Junction Heath, he did it. He caused all the problem. Jim McCann, how you doing? John Train, BFGR, John 2618. I met him at the train show also. Lawrence Eggering, Lynn McCurdy, and the HDMMRC. Good to see you here. He was the first one in here tonight. Mark E. Saunders, New Fenris Railroad. The Nightbot is even in here today. Philip Rowe, how you doing? Raymond Duran. Sparky 107 is in the house. Split Rock 323. Thomas Grassy, how you doing? Wig Wag Workshop and Wimble Train. Good to see you all here. If I missed you, let me know. Carolina Foothills Railroad. Okay, I said you. All right. So here's another one. Joseph Holtrup, good to see you. Robert Zimmerman, good to see you in here. Okay, I think that is everybody. So if I didn't mention your name, slap me on the back of the head and let me know you're in here. Okay, so we went to a train show in D-Land, so let's get started with this thing right here. All right, so you can see up there this way. Okay, let me point in the right direction. Okay, so I still have D-Land, Florida, October 2nd up there. We're going to talk about that. But anyway, Plant City, Florida, October 16th. We will probably go to that one. That's not too far from here. It's a small one. It's an NMRA event. I think it's like 3 days long, but the train show is on the 16th. Pinellas Park, Florida, October 23rd. That is another Regal Railroad. Boca Raton, Florida, November 20 and 21. That is the Southern Florida Model Railroad Club. They have a train show, and then they have an open house at the train depot. And Melbourne, Florida, December 4th. And Pensacola, Florida, December 4th and 5th. And there's a few more that are in between here and there, but we'll talk about them. Okay, so here's the one in Plant City, which is always a pretty good one. The last time we went was a couple of years ago. It's in one of the buildings for the college there, and the train show isn't that big, but the event, the NMRA show, is. But yeah, they got quite a few things there. I think I picked up a few things the last time I was there. Okay, South Florida Railroad Museum, Swap Meet and Flea Market. That's what I said. 2 days event at where is the St. Paul Lutheran Church, and on Saturday and on Sunday the open house. I guess you can go to the open house on Saturday also, but they have the open house on both days. Okay, so Schultz Space Coast Trains. That is in Melbourne, not to be confused with Melbourne, Australia. That is Melbourne, Florida. And this one, Railfest 2021 in Pensacola. That's a little bit too far from me, but I put that up there anyway. But there's a few more people that came in here. Who did I see in here? Where did he go? Randall Ellison. Okay. I saw a couple of more people. Where did they go? Craig stuck in a truck. Dustin's N-Scale Railroad. How you doing? Glad you can make it. All right. And Stephen 87th PSAP must have got back in here because he left for a few minutes. But anyway, those are the train shows. Let me put this over here so we can take a look at this right here. And you know, when on the table, when you go in or when you go out, there's always those little flyers everywhere. So the first one that I picked up was this one right here. And this is a little hobby shop way out in the middle of nowhere. And I found their website right here. Let me pull up their website and get this over here like this. Dana's Railroad Supply, Deltona Boulevard, Spring Hill, Florida. If you don't know where Spring Hill, Florida is, it's north of Tampa. It's on the west coast of Florida. There's nothing around there. Okay, I guess it's way out. Like I got in trouble the last time I called the place. It was way out in the boonies. But anyway, it's there's no big city around it, but it looks like a nice place. They got a big layout in there and a nice hobby shop. So if you're anywhere north of Tampa, go ahead and check this place out, because eventually, if I ever get up this way with Debbie, we'll stop in there. I guess it's about 20 miles north of where Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling is. And if you know where that is, that's out of the way too. But this place is still further out of the way. So go there if you may. Okay, here's another one that I picked up. This is a smaller one, but this is November 6th, the Lions Club in Ocala. So Silver Spring Lions Club, and you can see all the details right there. Bring a food can good for $1 off admission. So I don't know if you bring a couple of cans. I don't know if you get a couple of dollars off. But here's the Regal Railway one, and you can see the October 23 one, and then December 11th, and then it goes into 2022. We won't get into that right now, but that'll come up later. Here's one. Here's the Melbourne Train Show. They have it every quarter. So you got September 4th. We just missed that one, and we got one coming up on December 4th. So hopefully we'll get to go to that one right there. This one right here. Okay, Prototype Rails 2022 meet, one of a kind, and I can't read it off the screen, so I'm going to have to look at it like this. So this is in Cocoa Beach. That's near Miami. So that's always a good one there. I was planning on going to this one a few months ago, but we missed it. Okay, Craig, stuck in the truck set. He sent me an email, and I said I'd like to meet him when he gets up to Lakeland. So here's the thing. He said 9:30 a.m. for delivery. Then I have to pick up. Okay, so we could be up there sometime in Lakeland. Lakeland's pretty good. So send me an email and let me know where you're going to be, because it's about I guess about an hour drive from where we are. So I'd like to meet up with you. So I got, look at all these things that I got right here. Hey, Southern 207 Hobbies. Good to see you. Okay. No, Tom. Ridgecrest, California is out of the way. Way out of the way. Okay. So, here we go. This is the Plant City. So, I got two of these $1 off things. So, me and Debbie can get in there. All right, here's another one here. Gas South Convention Center, formerly Infinite Energy Center. We were there a couple of years ago, and this is January 15th. That's always a good show. That's in Atlanta. Here's Gaithersburg, November 7th. Otis, I don't know if you could make it that close. I mean, I don't think Otis is in here today. I haven't seen him, but he was asking if there was anything near him. But Gaithersburg is not too far. Jacksonville. Here's another one, February 5th, and we'll have this up on the screen over here later on. We got a couple of in the villages. Here's the Christmas show, December 9th, 12th, December 9th through 11th, and 12th. December 9th through 12th. Okay. Different hours. Okay. And then another one, the bigger one, at the Savannah Regional Center, February 5th and 6th. This is a good one. They have a lot of good stuff there, and they bring out the works at that one there. Okay, Randall Ellison says, at the West Plains Model Railroad Club, October display will be held at the fairgrounds at the north end of West Plains, Missouri. I mistakenly said it was going to be at the AMVET building. Oh, okay. I forgive you. As Split Rock says, the rant about buffering was cut off by buffering. Wouldn't you know it? Hey. So, ahoy everyone. Tom, your frame rate is pushing a high 6. Is it getting bad? Well, it's up. Please, came free. Oh, it looks like it's getting bad again. Oh my goodness. All right. So anyway, here's another one. Here's the next one at D-Land, Volusia County Fairgrounds. It's a 2-day event, January 8th and 9th. Hopefully we'll get up to that one. And you know what I haven't seen is Tampa. Tampa is always a really good show, but unfortunately they are not posting anything for it. And this buffering is really, really bad. Do I have to call Comcast again? And is Scott in here? Okay, let's see what this thing looks like here. It's looking bad again. I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about the upload speed. Look at that crap. And I knocked mine down to 2 kilobytes per second, and it's still barely gets there, which sucks. Did I say? Do I have to name this one Comcast sucks again? Oh my goodness! Yeah. Tom's train shows and things. There you go. But anyway, that's the thing for the train shows. Not much oil being pumped there. Okay. That's good to know. Someone must have hit the cables like here. You know, I keep telling them, I want to talk to a supervisor. They don't put me on with a supervisor. I said, you need to replace the lines from the pole to your place, because all the stuff from the pole to my house and inside the house is brand new. And, you know, your stuff can't handle the demand. The demand. Like flight simulator in a Commodore 64. Oh my goodness. Call them during the stream. You know what you get a computer generated thing. Okay, here you go. I'll bring it up here because let me see. I got them on speed dial. Let me see. Commicast. No, I don't. Oh, man, I thought I had them on speed dial. Okay, I'll put it on recent. Go back to when the last time. All right. So anyway, you get a computer-generated message. Okay, it says Comcast 3 times. Okay, so now listen to this. You get a computer.
Hi, thank you for calling Xfinity. This call may be monitored or recorded. For more information about our privacy practices, visit us at xfinity.com/privacy. Thanks for calling,
Privacy.
Thomas. I have the numbers of your street address as 2506. Is this the account you're calling about?
Yes.
I can store your information to match to this account whenever you call from this number. That way, you won't have to confirm your address on each call. Would you like me to set that up?
Sure, no problem.
Sorry, would you like me to set that up so you can skip confirming your address?
Yes.
Just say yes. You're all set. We'll match the number you're calling from to this account for the next year.
Thank
so you
you.
can move through the system faster. Okay, give me a few seconds to review your account.
Listen. The computer is clicking on the keypad.
We'll be performing scheduled maintenance in your area starting tomorrow at 1 a.m. Eastern Time.
I hope so.
Through tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. This will affect your Xfinity services at street address 2506.
It already is. You know, you got to sit on here for a half an hour.
We are experiencing higher than normal call volume and apologize as you may experience a longer than usual wait time. Thank you for your patience.
Call me back. Go to the office with a shotgun.
In a few words, tell me how I can help you today.
Representative.
Okay, I can help get you to an agent. What are you calling about?
Bad service.
Which service do you need technical support with today?
Internet.
Cable TV? Give me a few seconds to run a modem health check.
Okay.
Please ensure that you are on your
I
home
hope you
Wi-Fi
don't
network.
shut me
We
off.
will not be able to troubleshoot a Wi-Fi hotspot. Based off the health check I just ran and the errors on your modem, we need to complete a restart to resolve the issue.
No.
An agent will... Just to confirm, a modem restart must be done to resolve the issue. An agent won't be able to assist until the restart is complete.
Oh, no,
Once
not
the
again.
restart is complete, we can follow up with you to ensure the issue is resolved.
You
If
didn't
the
do that
restart
the last
doesn't work,
time.
we'll pass this information to the agent so you won't have to repeat it. Do you want to restart your modem now?
Not now. I'm in the middle of a live stream, and you never called the last time that you did a restart.
Sorry, an
I
agent
know,
can't
sorry.
assist
Oh,
until a
yeah,
modem
blah, blah,
restart
blah,
has been
blah, blah,
completed.
blah. Put a
You can
person
call us
on.
back when you're
Let me
ready.
talk to a
Thank
person.
you for calling. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See, that's the kind of bullshit you get when you call Comcast. So they want to do a restart, and that's going to mess up the stream. So let me see where it says it's in excellent condition right now. So I'm not going to mess with it right now. But if it messes up again, we might have to do a restart. Now, the last week, I did the same thing and called them. And they said, we'll have to do a restart, and it'll take 10 minutes, and we'll call you back whenever it's finished. But they texted me when it was finished. They texted me about a half an hour later, and they said, did this resolve your problem? Say pass or fail. And I put failed, and I didn't hear anything back from them. I had to call them again, and I said, I want to talk to a representative. So I got a call back the next day, and again, the first person I talked to hung up on me. So that's the kind of crap you get from Comcast. Now the speed is back up. So hopefully it doesn't buffer anymore. So we were talking about Virtual Railfan Tucson, Sparky says. Okay. There you go. Strange. As soon as Tom calls his provider, the buffering stops. Okay. That's what happens all the time. I might have to. Well, first of all, let's see what they do tomorrow, because they said they have scheduled maintenance tomorrow. So hopefully they change the lines on the telephone poles around here, because who knows when they were changed last. But I went through all these things right here. So the next thing on the list was, let me get this out of the way. Okay, the train show haul. But before I get to that, let me put up here who I ran into. So you all know John, 2618, and his father-in-law ran into him. He was looking into I guess the price of a brass tank car when I was asking about some models, and I didn't even know it was him, and he recognized my voice. So we talked for a little bit, and there he is. He finally bought the tank car. And who else did I see there? There's Lawrence Eggering. He's another Arduino guy, and he's with the local model railroad club in, I think it's Jacksonville. Don't speak too soon, Scott says. Okay, so I've been trying to hook up with him at the D-Land train show for the last couple of years, and this Saturday was the first time that I finally got to meet him. And, of course, I ran into Art, PDRR engineer. And also, I didn't get a picture of it, but Debbie ran into Chasco. When we first got in there, we got there about 10:20, 10:30, and she didn't want me pushing her around. She says, I can't flirt with any of these old guys if you're pushing me around. So you go that way and I'll go this way. So about 10 minutes after we separated, I went up and started looking around, and she went down the first aisle, and she ran into Chasco and talked to him for a little bit. But she didn't get a picture of him. But I looked around, I ran into him, and I ran into her later, about 20 minutes later, and she told me about it, and I looked around for him, and I couldn't find him. So he was already gone. So yeah, he was. I forgot to ask him how Croatia was. I guess he got back from Croatia. Yeah, I hope he has a rant today. There we go. I had the same issue with the injury insurance company many years ago. I marched in with a cricket bat. I had immediate action taken against the company. That's a good idea. The Comcast, let me see, they're only about a mile and a half. Their office is only about a mile and a half up there. And maybe I ought to go up there with a baseball bat or something, or my walking stick. Ran into a Comcast truck. That's what the problem is. Okay. Uncle Larry. There you go. Okay. Great deal with the CMX car. Yep. He paid $50 for it. and he got a good deal on it. I think, you know, he looked it up online and he said it was worth about 3 times that much. Okay, so anyway, that's who I saw there. And let me show you. There's no Verizon Fios in Florida. Verizon, are you kidding me? I had Verizon, I don't know, a long time ago. It sucked worse than Comcast. You know, when I was in Naples, I never had a problem with Comcast because they had good service there. They had good speed. But they don't have the speed here. Nice. Caught a model train live stream. How you doing? The frog feeder. Hey, I feed a lot of the frogs around here too. Every time we take Sadie out at night, we see the tree frogs up on the conduit looking for the bugs. Has anybody got a cattle car I could borrow? Oh my goodness. I don't have any. Well, I got cattle cars, but they're in a box someplace. How's the internet in Croatia? It's probably better than what it is right here. Your videos really help me sometimes. Okay. I hope they help you more than sometimes. Thank you very much. It's the little things. There you go. That's for sure. Frog feeder. Good to see you. That's a good idea, Rob. Send a brick through the window of Comcast and tell them to check the speed on that. There you go. The insurance company got a huge fine, and all I got controlled through the courts. Oh, and it all got controlled through the court. Okay, I hope you got I hope you're satisfied with the outcome of that. All right. So anyway, what did I get at the train show? Well, the same place that John bought his tank car. I went back there a little bit later and bought 2 of these. I got the Adams Avenue Part 2 limited run HO scale kit. It's a hydrocal kit by Downtown Deco. And this is Part 2. And this will work out great because last year I bought the Part 1. So now I have Part 1 and Part 2. Now I got this as a deal. One was 30. I think this one was $30, and this other one was $25. Oh, it's a box. The picture's on there. Now this is an individual in Connecticut. He does hydrocal kits. It's Ed Falaz in Sterling, Connecticut, and this is coal and something else, but here's the building right there. It's also a hydrocal kit. Let me see if I can bring this up because I bookmarked his page. But he has probably about 20 hydrocal kits, and they look pretty good, and they're all about $60. But the 2 of these I got, they were 35 and 25, or $30 and $25. I said, you know, would you take $50 for it? And he said, yeah. And so he took $50 for them. So I got them for $50, which was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good because that's about half of what they're actually worth. Both of them go for like $59 or $69. Okay, let me pull up this other guy's page here. All right, so models by Ed Fulaz, and I'll put the they got a lot of good kits in here. I'll put the link in the chat so you could, if you want to, check them out. This guy had this kit already built up, and it was on a little display and he wanted $30 for it. And I said, well, I'd rather build my own kits. I was tempted. I kept on looking at it, and I decided to buy the 2 kits instead. But that's what I got. And from Zitnik Trains, I bought some rail joiners because I was running low on rail joiners. And since there wasn't too many HO vendors there, and Full Ads used to make kits. Well, according to this, he's still making them. He's got 18 kits. You got to send check or money order because he doesn't take any credit cards or anything like that. But how to order, okay, and hopefully he still has them. I didn't call or anything like that, but that's his web page right there. But he's got a lot of good looking kits on there, so hopefully he still has them, because once I get these done, and you know, I have so many buildings. You know, you see this shelf right up here. I'm going to have to load that up with buildings and put another one up here with just buildings and just run single track. And just to get all my buildings up there. See all this stuff right up here? These are all buildings up here that I have to assemble so far. That's some of them. All these totes right here. Now, this right here is all electronic stuff. But this right here is cornerstone stuff, and forward is a lot of resin kits. The other, the part 1 of the Evans Avenue and some other stuff, Bar Mills kits and some Walters kits. But anyway, I got a lot of kits to build and no place to put them. That's why I said on these shelves, I got to put a shelf up here now. I was planning on that, but I already, you know, I put this one up first. I have all the materials for the shelf up here, and I'm going to put that up there this week. But I'm going to need it to put all those buildings up in there. Yeah, my train addiction is collecting big haulers. Mine is getting building kits. Yeah, that table had some awesome deals. Larry Eggering emailed me the night before, and he says, you know, I know somebody that has some turnouts and Code 83 Flex Track, because he knew I was looking for it. And he was the guy that did it. He had it, but he sold them first thing in the morning, so they were already gone. But he had a lot of Hydrocal kits there. He also had a full NCE system, wireless with the booster and everything else. I mean, he had a box and 2 totes that wanted $500 for it. It was worth over $1,000, but that's I do Digitrax. So, but it looked good anyway. Okay. We got totes. We got lots of totes, huh? All right. So anyway, that's what I got there. So there wasn't a lot of HO stuff there. So we went to New Smyrna Beach after that. Debbie wanted to go to a thrift store, so we ended up going to Habitat for Humanity, and it was a small one. Small store, but they had a big barn on the other side, but she didn't want to go over there where they had a bunch of furniture and stuff. So I said, you know, every time I went to D-Land, I wanted to stop at this one hobby shop in Port Orange and see what it was like. Well, so it was about 15 minutes from there. I'm not sure if he sold it or not. All right. But that was a good deal. Tom builds his kit to the speed of the internet. Yeah. Yeah, that's sure. That's for sure. I wonder if Ed sold the rights the other stuff and started out with new kits would be nice to know. Well, I might give him a call and see if he's got any other kits. I'll have to I'll have to see if I can find my checkbook. I don't know who writes checks anymore, but if I might have to write a check to get another kit if he still has any, because there was a couple in there that I liked. He's got 18 of them, and they look pretty good. But anyway, we went down to the train store in Port Orange, and I can't remember the name of it. But wait a minute, he's got the ticket right here. And you know it, he doesn't have his name on top of the ticket. 39.30. Why is that all that's in here? Oh my goodness. So, but anyway, let me pull this up. Spell it right first. Port Orange. Roundhouse South at. Okay, let me pull it up here so I don't have to tell you what it is. There it is right there. But that's where I went. They had a lot of Lionel and MTH. And they had a little room off to the side with HO and N scale. So I picked up a few things right there. The Roundhouse South. So there's the link for that. Here it is. We parked on the side right there. It's just a little place right there, but they got some stuff there. If you're into the larger scales, they got a lot of stuff. And I bought a few things there. First off, I liked curved turnouts, so I got me a 30. And I think the inside is 20 is what it says. 22 inside radius, 30 outside. I have a 2824, which is a Walthers or a Schnorr, but it's an old one. So this is pretty close to what it is. And that's the siding that I'm going to be working on right back there. So I figure maybe I'll put a good turnout coming off the main line, so at least it's good. How you doing, Grandpa Rails? Thank you for posting that up there. Oh yeah, you just got here. Yeah, tell me you just got here. You got here and the internet started crashing as soon as I started ranting about Comcast. Tom, did you check out TRF yet? No, I haven't been down that way yet, but hopefully whenever we get down there, I'll stop there. Okay, so what else did I get? Okay. I like wood reefers, 40-foot wood reefers. So here we go. We got a dry ice, 40-foot wood reefer, a Bachmann, and they had a bunch of them at the train show, but they were all plastic trucks and horn hook couplers, and I got a ton of them that I have to work on. So I figured, I have a few new ones. I bought another one to go with the other new ones, and in certain places I need some short rails. So I got some 3-inch rails and 1.5-inch rails for, my gaps. So I don't have to keep cutting all that flex track that I just got. And that's coming up in a second. Hey, Rick Bailey. How you doing? Glad you can make it in here tonight. You missed all the fun with the call to Comcast. Oh my goodness. Where I didn't get anywhere. It was just a recording, and the recording doesn't understand representative. They want you to do something first. They want you to restart your modem, and I didn't want to restart my modem. Gary Shanks, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Glad you can make it. All right. So anyway, that was what I got at the Roundhouse South Electric Trains. And then we went to see Debbie's sister in Maitland. Stopped at Chick-fil-A and then finally got home at late at night. So it was a long day. But anyway, that's what we got. And what I got in the mail today, you might be able to see it there. Right there, I got some Flex Track, and back here, a little bit back further, some cork roadbed from Yankee Dabbler. They had the best price, so I ordered it through them, and it came pretty quickly. It only cost about $5 something for shipping by USPS, and I got it within a week. It's better than Amazon, believe me. Tom likes weefers. There you go. Where did that thing go? Yep. I like weefers. There you go. All right. That call seemed to have got something done. I wish it would have helped last week, or no, the week before that when I called, because it didn't work at all 2 weeks ago when when I had to title it Comcast Sucks. But I'm still going to say Comcast Sucks. Yeah, better than TV anyways, that's for sure. Okay. Who are you? Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. Has he gone to the dark side? Didn't you tell me that? Rusty, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right. So, anyway, that's what came in the mail, and I'm still waiting on UPS. They said they would be here by 9 p.m. I have some stuff that I order through Amazon, and let's see what they have to say about it. It says track package delivered. Oh, okay. So they delivered it, but they didn't knock on the door or ring the doorbell. So I'll have to take a look outside to see if it's out there. But anyway, a few other things that I got. I stopped by and saw Jim Tedesco yesterday because he made me a couple of these things right here, these actuators, these rack and pinion for a servo. Okay, so that's one that I have a servo mounted on. Here's what it looks like without the servo mounted on it. He 3D printed it. He said he already had this one here, so he let me have that. I told him I wanted two so I could test everything out. But anyway, instead of using the wire like this, which I have already mounted on my first turnout, this right here, that thing, I wanted to try something different. Now, while I was looking at this, I was hoping that this could be modified even more, or maybe even I could cut the bottom off of this, because you either mount it like this. See, there's mounting holes here and mounting holes there. So it either mounts like this or like this. Now these rods right here come in different lengths. I got the shortest one because I only need 20 millimeters. Or no, 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters is all I need. And that's just that much right there. So don't need a lot of movement for the turnout. But what I was thinking is cut off the bottom, this stuff right here. So you can mount it right like that. And see if he could put this arm up on the top, redesign it so it sits like that. So it doesn't take up too much space, so it could sit there on the 1-inch foam. And what I had to do was You show stuff while minimize. Oh my goodness! I forgot I was on the wrong thing. Okay, never mind. Here we go. I had the wrong screen up there. But anyway, here's the thing right here. It's a rack and pinion. Let's get up here where it's real big. Now, this is not tight on the shaft, and I'll show you why. Because the shaft on the servo is knurled, and on this end of the gear, it's really big. And I have it turned around on the back side, and I just have it mounted with a screw. So you either have to epoxy it in there, or do what I did. I took one of these actuators that come with the servos, this thing right there, and cut off the wings on it, and filed it down a little bit, and put it inside the little hole. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that doesn't do any good. But put it inside the little hole. You can see it sticking out a little bit. My finger's in the way. You can't get a real good shot of it. But right there, you can see it popping out a little bit. But anyway, I put that in there, and I'll have to epoxy that in there or glue it in there. So that'll sit on the servo, and it'll fit in there tight, just like that. So I'll have to modify each one of those gears with the little center thing. But that's what I'm working on back here. On this one, I have the crossover right about in that area right there. And I'm going to try out these things right here. And what just came by UPS is linear actuators. So it's just like a thing that goes like this, and there's an arm on the top, so it just goes back and forth. Same deal as what this does right here, but it's just a little cylinder, which is a motor, and it's real small. And I could run out to the deal. Let me see. Do I have the thing here? That's not that. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Bear with me for a minute. Okay. Now, I made something up, but it's not showing. Huh. Well, I think that's when this thing crashed before. But I'm going to put some music on, and I'll be right back. And let me put this other thing up here. While we're at it, I'll show you what was at D-Land. And this is the rotary lumber yard. And this is an actual lumber yard in Florida. And this is the best display. They've been improving on it for the past year, and finally they got it working. So here it is right here. It's N scale. It's done by Orlando N-Track. And I'll be right back.
It's so tiny, it's going so fast. It's actually working.
He's putting them on the truck, see?
It's pretend.
He's going to take all the trees they cut down.
That envelope right there, that's folded up. Okay. For this little thing right here. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see if I could open this up. Yeah, that's always the favorite. And they finally got it working. And that is an actual place in Florida. I think there's more than one. The one that I know about is it's in between Ocala and Jacksonville. If you take Route 301 up that way, it's up in that area. There's a CSX yard halfway in between, and it's right before the yard. But you can't see it that well from the road. And I got to get my knife to open this. What is it, Sadie? Huh? Oh my goodness, whenever they said this thing was small, they really did mean it's small. Now there's two in this little thing right here. My goodness. This is like Z-scale stuff. Oh crap. And it's on a circuit board too. Holy moly. Now, all right, so that is small. It looks like a little slide switch, but it's a linear actuator. And as you know, a turnout doesn't require that much effort and doesn't require that much distance. Let's see if we can get this up here. There it is right there. And you can see the little thing there, this little arm right here is the same thing that's on a servo. It's got holes in it, so you could put your wire in there. And it's just a linear actuator. It's got JST plug on the end of it. And I'm going to have to figure out how it works. But that would be ideal for operating a turnout. I mean, it's small. It is really, really small. I mean, you could even hide that on Z scale probably. Well, probably not Z scale, but maybe N scale. But anyway, there are two of them for about $15. Now, you can get them cheaper, but I went with the more expensive ones because you get what you pay for. I mean, they had them where you can get them for about two for $11, but I went with the more expensive ones. Maybe they're better quality than the other ones. Who knows? But we'll find out. But I'm going to be testing them out. Hey, Artie, talk to y'all in a little bit. Okay. See ya later. All right. Okay. Stephanie Paul, we shipped them all to Sparky. Uh-oh, what did she ship to Sparky? Yeah, don't order anything from China because you ain't going to get it because they're out in the ocean right now. Yeah, Americans are obsessed with packaging. There you go. I mean, that big envelope, and then it's in a little thingy here, and then some more bags. But that's pretty interesting. It's got a little mini JST plug on it right there, if you could see it on the bottom here. So I'm going to try that out, try that, and try this thing out here on my turnouts to see how they work. That's my projects for my train room over here on the modules. So we'll see how they work. It did say, it said like 2.8 grams of force, and I converted that into ounces, and I can't remember what it was, but it's enough to move a turnout back and forth. Hey, Crazy Joe, how you doing? And Stephanie Paul and Edward Stewart. Okay. Another wood mill on US 90 between 23 and Chaffee Road, Jacksonville West Side. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the town where that is, but, you know, give me a minute. And I may be able to find it on Google Maps. But anyway, it's in between Ocala and Jacksonville on Route 301. Let me find Ocala up here. There's Gainesville, Ocala. Where's 301? There's 301. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. And they just built a new road to bypass. There's Waldo. If you ever was wondering where's Waldo, he's right here in Florida. There's Waldo. There's Wendy's in Waldo right there. Okay, so a little bit further up, and I think this is where Stark, it's past Stark. Now we're getting someplace. Okay, so it's right around in here. They just redid the road in here someplace. So if we get close, you'll see the yard. And it's somewhere, that lumber yard is somewhere right around in here. So that would be, what town is this? Baldwin, south of Baldwin, because this is where Interstate 10 crosses over. Here's the yard right here, the CSX yard. So that lumber yard is right around in this area. It doesn't show it on the map. Let's see if we can pull it in right here. That's not it. But it's along this road somewhere. Shouldn't be too hard to see from the air if Google photographed it at the time. But anyway, it's right along there someplace. Here it is. All right, that's a double one. So there you go. They got two of them. And as you can see, the road's right here, CSX line's right there. There's a lot of trees right there, but you know, when the leaves are off the trees, you can see this really good. One of these days we'll have to see if we can get on the road in the back to see if we get a better picture of it. Or maybe even get my drone out to take a look at it. So But there it is. It's a double. This one's a double one. So I didn't know it was a double one. But you can see all the lumber all the way around. That one's got 2 cranes. Here's the mill right there. And what the heck? And what do they do with it? They make sawdust out of it. They make mulch out of it. Oh my goodness. Is that all they do with it? I thought they'd do something better than that with it. Oh my goodness. That's it? Oh. My look at that crap. Oh my goodness. All right. So there it is. There's the prototype. They have 2 of them. All right. Look at, I'm not going to look at the one in, I'm not going to try to look at the one in Georgia, Conrail 8098. How you doing? Glad you can make it here. Route 301 and CR 218. Okay, there you go. But there it is on the map. Andy Wellman, how you doing? Good to see you made it in here. They may have some of the ships turn around and go back. And then what? We ain't going to get nothing for Christmas. Oh, my goodness. Ships have always stayed out there waiting for prices to go up. Well, prices are up. Yes, they are. It's a chip mill. Okay, it's a chip mill. Chips sent to paper mills. All right. Good to hear. Tar, Heel, and Patch, thank you. And thanks for stopping by. They do this to bring wood prices back up. That's for IKEA, make your own lumber. They give you the wood chips and glue and say, make your own 2x4s and plywood. There you go. Hamster bedding. All right, that's it. Okay, let's take a look at another one of them. Okay, there you go. There it is. Okay. Looked crazy from the sky. But anyway, that's where it is. I knew I seen it. I didn't know that they had 2 of them there. I thought it was just 1, but they got 2. And then not too far from here, they got a place where they have the telephone poles. If the log is shot backwards, there you go. Oh, that would be crazy. Parrot bedding for Crazy Joe. There you go. Make compressed wood. All right. So I did my rant. I did my haul. I did that. There's my Doritos right there. I'm going to have some Doritos. Stephanie Paul says she's going to have to make her own cheap Chinese crap for Christmas. Go to Hobby Lobby and start doing your DIY stuff. There you go. Debbie's watching all those DIY stuff. All right, so get out the DIY and start making your own stuff. Hobby Lobby, Joann's. Dorito mills would be fun to model. There you go. I got to find me one of them. I got an old lumber yard. It's an old 5-scale models lumber yard. Place in Alabama found it for me. Fine Scale Miniatures. One of their original kits. I don't know what number it is, but I have it in a box someplace around here. I'll have to put that thing together. I mean, that's stick-by-stick building. Do you have CSX 888 in your collection? I don't have any CSX. I don't go that far ahead in time. How do I get my comments to be replies to certain people on live chat? Put at and then the person's name, like Oops. Let me get my cursor down there. Oh, the frog. There you go. Frog feeder. You put it at without a space and then just type in the first couple of letters of the name and it'll pop up. And then you select which one it is. Like the frog feeder, there's the train freak and someone else with the TH. IKEA shelves come in a Ziploc bag. There you go. Ziploc bag and some Elmer's wood glue. That's a lot of wood dust to sniff. I can imagine. No wonder it's out in the middle of nowhere. Oops. Here we go. Oh no. I'm back to where we started. This is where I live. Oh, how'd I get back there? Oh my goodness. For some reason I lost the page. I lost it. Oh no. Okay, so I won't go back there. Okay. It was on Unstoppable. Conrail 8098. Heath, you watch too many movies. You know that? .888 is a former Conrail 6410 SD40-2 built in 678. Oh my goodness. MSL Hunter. Hi y'all. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What is a movie? Yeah, tell me. You know what a movie is. You're watching them all the time. Hello, Mr. Pictovid. How do you spell it? Or how do you pronounce it? Pictovid or Pictovid? I would think Pictovid. Mr. Pictovid, huh? But I hear everybody else pronouncing it different. But that's the way I pronounce it. Anyway. Hey, okay, so I did everything that I said I was going to do. Oh, I also picked up some stuff. Remember the guy that I did a deal with? He has his hats. This is his green hat. This is similar to a PCA 9685. You use it with his IOTT thingy. I bought the two of those to see how they work out. And we'll Pictovid. Hey, I was right. Okay. So anyway, I'll be working on this stuff too. I just like to test things out to see how they work. May not use it. Go eat them frogs. Oh my goodness. Don't tell him about that. The frog feeder. He feeds those frogs. Fried buttered frog legs. There you go. I knew Scott would have something to say about that. All right. Leonard Skinner, how you doing? That's okay. Everybody comes in late. Some later than others. Don't tell Heath you were right. Yeah, I know. He mispronounces everything. All right. So I did everything, didn't I? I did all that stuff right there. I showed everything. I don't have anything else to do here. I got my track in. I got my cork road bed in. Now all I got to do is work on that stuff up there and rearrange my shelves up here and put more shelves over here. Yeah, any rants tonight? You were here for the rant. You were here for 2 rants. Okay. 3D Jeff, how you doing? Good to see you. Some people were late. Oh, Lloyd Wesley, how you doing? It just popped up. Sing us a song. Yeah. Late getting the saplings to bed. See you later. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Christmas tree. All right. Hans Tanner. There you go. Yeah, I did a video with him. And I guess it was way over everybody's head. So we decided it would be best not to do another video because it's too complicated for everybody else. Yeah, I like to take the things apart to see how they work. However, when I put it back together, I always have parts left over. That was my problem. Even when I was a kid, when they first came out with transistor radios, I said, "Oh my good, my dad killed me," because he said, "Look, I got a transistor radio." Well, the first one was a big one. It was a Philco, Philco, and it had a battery in it. And it looked like a 9-volt battery, but it was this long. It was 67.5 volts. And you plug it in the back of it, and you could also plug it into AC. But it was a big, and it was in a leather case. That was the first. They didn't call it transistor radio. They called it a portable radio because I don't think it had transistors yet. I think it still had tubes in it. But I can remember going to the beach in Connecticut with that thing, with the 67.5 volt battery. Put that thing on your tongue and see what happens. Whoa! I think I was about 9 or 10. Woo! Okay. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. I'm not going to sing that. It's the mail call shelves. Yeah. This is the mail call shelves. There you go. My mail call. I did my mail call. Where did I get it? Oh, this was mail call. It just came in. These little doohickeys right here. These little actuators. When they put that up on top of a penny, it looks smaller, but that looks like that's a little bit bigger than a penny. I gotta find some screws. I'll probably have to, if you could see the holes in there, I'll probably have to put them in with little brads or something because I don't even think well, maybe a number 2 screw, but number 2 screw, a number 2 wood screw wouldn't even work. Tom, you ever get a table at a train show to sell your excess stuff? Maybe one of these days I will. If I can find a train show that's not too far from here, I'll get a table and start selling off all my stuff because I got a lot of stuff. All this, well, my family room is still filled with totes. I got all underneath here, all the way back 14 foot is totes. All this up here is good stuff. I got 18 DCC locomotives up in here. That's not counting my DC locomotives that are over there and my rolling stock. Why do things never go back the same way and have screws left over? Because I think they put extra stuff in there just for people like you and me. So when you try to put it back together, you can't find where it goes. He is a collector. Yeah, I'm a hoarder. Yes, I need some of those official blue tubs. I got the other kind of. I got these brown totes here. I got some blue and brown totes. Fish in a barrel wasn't a kid's game back in the 80s. Yeah, it was some kind of game. We all need more. Yes, we do. I need more stuff, and I can't help myself. I just keep on buying more and more buildings. Okay, so monkey in a barrel. Monkeys in a barrel? Oh. Hey, monkey, fish, what's the difference? Is that like a number 2 pencil? Okay, Steven said he's got to go to sleep. Yeah, I need to take a nap. I had to take a nap yesterday, when Sidetrack Sunday was on. I was listening, and then it woke me up every time he put the music on when he had the thing up, "I'll be right back." I woke up and said, "Oh, he ain't there." So I went back to sleep, and the music comes on again. "Oh, he ain't there." But I was listening in while I was napping. I think he was talking about his N scale layout. Monkeyfish, there you go. All right. So anyway, I'm going to call this a night because Heath is getting ready to come on at 9:30. I think he's going to arrange a shelf. I'm glad that he's not going to be putting anything together. You're not going to be putting anything together, are you, Heath? Because you might get hurt doing that. So I hope you don't have to get up on the ladder, though. So he's going to rearrange his shelf. Okay, so I hope that is entertaining. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to hit the end screen thing. Oh, you know what I didn't do before I get out of here? I have to thank everybody. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. I couldn't let your cat down, Rusty. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. And there was one question in here. What motor shields are usable for DCC++? Jeff, go on over to DCC++EX. And I used to have it up here. Let me see. ++EX. And I'll put the link up here. And you can see what motor shields are available. Use DCC++EX instead of the ++ by itself. Because I think there's more motor shields available. So there is the link right there. Check that out. And let me put this up here. Okay. Oops. Oh my goodness. What happened here? It brought it up there. Let me put this up in here so so you can see that it is in there, because you know what? The chat doesn't come up for almost 48 hours on the replays. Where's the joint button? Yeah, there you go. Click that joint button. Okay. All right, so let me put this end screen. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, we could do this right here. Don't forget to smash that like button. guys, smash that like button, and I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all again for stopping by. I'll see you next Monday night. And hopefully Comcast doesn't screw me over. And when they work tomorrow morning, I hope they fix this damn thing so it doesn't keep buffering all the time and I lose speed. So here comes the end credits. Thank you. Good night. See ya, Heath. Have a good stream.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl.
I gotta put all this stuff away now. Hey, Heath, I need some help stacking the shelves.
She's married. Mr. Can we leave their seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Won't that low train carry me back? About 9, and poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is bright. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Well, that long old train back.
The night is dark and the crack is white. Oh my goodness.
For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train, 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 won't you carry me home?
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. And don't forget to watch the videos during the week, too. I got some coming out. Bye. Well, let's wait for this thing to quit. This thing has to catch up before I shut this thing off. So, and it's about 20 seconds behind. So I'm going to just sit here and say, thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We still got 20 users on here and 51 likes. 51 likes. All right. Don't forget to tune in to Heath. He's coming up in one minute. Okay. And I'm still waiting for this thing to stop over here so I can end this. If I don't, then this part right here is going to be cut off. So go figure. Huh? Oh my goodness. I got to wait all that time. Can you imagine? Oh boy. Let me shut this off. It's right here. Bye-bye. And just leave the splash screen up there. And it's almost there. Okay, it's showing my picture now, so I guess I could shut this off finally. Good night, all.